My name is James Robert Denka. This is my Rapture. Several years ago, I stole $20,000 from clients who trusted me by padding invoices over a 4-month period. I can't prove it. It's past the statute of limitations. The only one who could testify against me has a rap sheet longer than mine, which is nothing. I was an asshole. I cheated on every girl that I ever dated. I was an asshole to them too. I threw my college girlfriend in the trash because she wouldn't get out of my room when I commanded her to do so. Then we got into kind of a scuffle and she fell down a flight of stairs. Broke up with a girl one time, and a couple months later I decided, I want her back. So I went, I pitched her parents. I'm such a fucking asshole. Anyway, I pitched her parents, and they bought into it, so they let her come back to me, and then I broke up with her a couple weeks later. It was humiliating for her. Let's see. This one's a real treat. I attempted suicide. Let's see. Maybe when I was 16 years old. Didn't work out, but is what it is. My grandmother. I moved up to live with her for the last couple of years of high school, and when I left, I just, I lost touch with her. I didn't call her enough. Didn't send her any cards. I had a friend I spoke to from college a couple weeks before he wound up killing himself, and he hanged himself in his fucking yard. And I knew something was wrong, but I thought to myself, well, he'll be fine. 2 weeks later, he was dead. I didn't do a fucking thing. Oh, my ex-wife, I verbally abused her throughout our marriage. That was a fucking real good job, self. I filed a false unemployment claim, I don't know, a long time ago, back in the 2000s. And I legally collected against against a state, while I also made off-the-record income from a job that I held. I looked at porn while I was married, which pretty much devastated my fucking sex life with my wife. Sometimes several times a day, especially when I was hungover. I judged everyone I saw because I hated myself, rather than point or look inside. I said, well, what are the flaws in others, in other people? This one's a real fucking great one, self. I cheated on a licensing exam for the NASD. Back in 2000. Yeah, I didn't get caught there either. I made a full-length movie. It's a documentary, but I didn't get permission from anyone. I did behind everyone's back. I killed a squirrel. Shot that fucker with BB gun. Then I put the carcass over a Republican sign, let the blood flow on it. I think I was 17 at that time. I shot 10 birds when I lived in southern Mississippi with the girl that I broke, whose heart I fucking broke. Sorry about that. I padded expense reports for a former employer. Yeah, that was great. Justified it because I was in student loan debt. I'm fucking lazy. I canceled meetings all the time, because I was usually drunk or hungover, or just feeling self-righteous. Fuck that, right? I lied a lot. Yep, that was pretty bad. Pretty much about everything. Mostly to myself, but a lot of times to others. Let's see. About 6 months ago, I was at the Dresden in L.A. Told the girl, the bartender, you have a great body. She said, oh, thanks. So drunk because I was hurting because I lost my relationship with someone else. I was so drunk I forgot I said it, and I complimented her on her body again. I made her feel uncomfortable. I left immediately, but still, I looked like a fucking creepy guy. I coerced an ex-girlfriend to work for me, and when she was hesitant, I said, oh no, here's a check, and if anything ever happens, then, just, you have this. Well, I was drunk at the time, so I didn't remember it, but when she actually took me up on my word, I fucking fought back, and she didn't get any money. It was humiliating for her. And I coerced 3 women into having fucking abortions. Yeah, throughout the years. What else do we have? Is that it? Yeah, and any other shit I did wrong, I either don't remember. I mean, I just don't remember, but it's probably true. Why the fuck would I tell you this? Why would I post this online? A year ago, I was in the process of selling my business for over $1 million. Now I'm holed up in the Al Capone suite at the Arlington Hotel. The reason I'm telling you this is because even though I got away with all this shit, you never really fucking get away from it because he knows. And when I say he, I ain't talking about this Christian God or Jewish God or Muslim God or Hindu God. I'm talking about God. When I say God, this is not religious because we all know that that shit's gonna die. And I'm here to mark the end of that. So that's my rapture. The reason I'm telling you this is because on May 21st of this year, if you don't do the same fucking thing and upload a video of all the bad shit that you've done, and you can't pull one fucking punch because he already knows, you're gonna die. And I don't have anything to do with that. I'm just the one who is announcing that to you. He's gonna do it. And you may say, well, how's he gonna do it? Here's how it's gonna go down. As the sun rises, starting with the Far East in Japan, at dawn, it will begin Armageddon. And what that means is anyone who doesn't have this video uploaded still thinks that they are in control, but none of us are in control. He's in control. Now, what you're going to find out, because I guess I'm, who he chose, and I don't want this fucking job at all, for the record, but because he called that shot, well, I don't have a choice because I rely totally on him. Okay? There's gonna be different events that happen where he'll never show himself in the sky and start fucking raining down fire on everyone at the same time, because then we would know he exists. He's always gonna be, in the backdrop. So it may be something like this. His favorite show, the only show he ever liked, is called 1,000 Ways to Die. I've never seen it before, but I know for a fact that's his show. He said something like this: look, it may be a pea-sized meteorite that just pop right through someone's fucking heart as they're standing next to the pool. You may say, well, if the meteorite comes down, then I'll just go in a bunker. Well, then people walk in who submit these videos a couple weeks later, and they'll say, well, I wonder how they died. I guess the oxygen just ran out. Yeah, no, that's God. This guy's omnipotent, okay? You don't want to fuck with him at all. And I'm going to suggest that every single human being get these videos online between now and then. And here's what you get in exchange. You're going to get fucking peace on earth. Oh, by the way, you can curse, you can drink, you can get stoned on weed. If you need a quick pop, you can do some cocaine. No crack, no meth, and fucking opioids, those are out, okay? But eat, drink, be merry, be with your families, talk about it. Tell me I'm a lunatic or I'm right. But at the end of the day, on May 21st of this year, you're going to see the power of fucking God. And trust me, if you don't get these in, you're going to wind up in hell forever. I've been there. I was there for 5 minutes. Sorry. I've been there. You don't want to be there for 5 seconds, let alone eternity. So chop fucking chop. Get these uploaded. Meet me in the cloud. And we're going to live together forever. And while we're alive on earth, this place is about to get, in such a beautiful way, rock and roll. I'm going to keep submitting videos to keep you guys up to date and show you how this whole process went down, because we have iPhones and I recorded it all. This whole thing is fucking hilarious when you see it from the beginning. He wrote a fucking screenplay over the past 6,000 years, and it all culminates right now with the Rapture. So if you have questions, you can email me. Well, actually not. If you have questions, you're going to come to the Arlington Hotel in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And I'm happy to talk to you about it in person. Feel free, if I answer your question, post the answer online. Don't fucking lie about anything. He's got you clocked. He's got me clocked. He's got this whole fucking situation clocked, all right? So that's kind of how it's going to work to start. There was and this whole thing began because I fell in love with the girl, all right? And I wanted to make her a movie. And as I made this movie and finished it, you know, it's designed to prove the existence of God. Well, the thing fucking works. And because I guess I was trying to play God, saying, oh, I could prove it, you know, because this girl that I fell in love with, she didn't believe in God. And that was one of the things. I was like, well, I got to prove the existence of God. Yeah, right, pal. God proves the existence of God. No one else. He's got everything fucking clocked. Every movement, every fucking organism, it's just all of it. He controls everything. He knows exactly what we're going to do. I can tell you he puts fucking thoughts in your head. Just drops them in. He's the fucking heavyweight. And I found out recently that I'm his second son. Jesus ain't coming back. You guys nailed him to a stake, or nailed him to the cross, gutted him, bled him out, and fucking murdered him. He's done. But, you know, he had several brothers. I'm his brother James. When I was 1 year old, I died. I drowned in a pool, in a bathtub. 6 minutes, I was dead. I should have been brain dead. My mom resuscitated me, and the first thing I did after I coughed up all the water is I said, Mama. She said I wasn't the same after that. He inserts souls when people die. He can do anything he wants. He's omnipotent, but I'm just telling you, that's how this shit went down. But it wasn't until 2 weeks ago when he, I don't want to say spoke because there were no words, but he made his presence aware, or he made me aware of his presence. It wasn't until then that all this stuff started to click. And I looked at these, from theologians out there, I looked at this sort of eschatological argument from every major religion, and they all agree on one thing, or I guess a few things. At some point, there's a Messiah that comes down into a cloud, and all the believers meet him in the cloud where they live forever. Oh yeah, and he's on a white horse. Well, here's how fucking funny God is. 2,000 years ago, when my murdered brother was alive, or before he was murdered, a white horse would have signified an emperor on a battlefield. In 2018, white horse, it's narcotics. The movie that I made, the documentary, right from the jump, we're on cocaine. Cocaine's known as the white pony. So technically, that movie, I'm on a white horse. It's posted to the internet, which is the cloud. And anyone who buys this, which you can call me a lunatic or you can say I'm right, but trust me, I'm right about this. Otherwise, I wouldn't fucking humiliate myself by posting this video. You guys better get your fucking videos up, lickety split. And to the love of my life, you better get yours up real fast, because I already lost you once. I ain't going to lose you again. Anyway, I'm being totally transparent. I hope I'm wrong, but I know I'm not. It's time to fucking rock and roll, guys. Now, you're going to laugh your asses off when you see how this happened. And I'm going to keep you guys updated periodically. I mean, like by the day, with all the shit that went down. By the way, you can curse too. The whole church thing, that's fucking gone. It's done, okay? But in the meantime, just be with your family. Talk about, God. Don't fucking pull a punch. Get everything out there, okay? It's not about you admitting to him, because he already knows that. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be showing to yourself all the reasons that you are not God. See, we're running around right now all thinking we're in control of our lives. We ain't in control of shit. He's got us clocked, okay? But it's about us understanding, when you go through this process, it's going to break down any fucking ego or any sense of, you being in control of your life, to show all the reasons that you're not perfect. No one's perfect except him. Oh, and what is this whole thing? Because you might want to know it. What's the point of this entire thing? We are the only living organisms. Everything on this earth are the only living organisms in the entire universe. There's nothing else out there. We are the fucking masters of this earth, and there's nothing else in the universe, so we're masters of the universe. He doesn't want us to do universally what we've done so far on this earth. Okay? Because if you look at the state of affairs, since we're the only fucking living organisms in the entire universe, we're basically on an ark. If you look at the state of affairs on this ark, or like this cruise ship, it'd be like this. You're the captain of the cruise ship. First mate, you walk in, you say, hey, first mate, what's going on today? Well, here's what's happening. We got nuclear warheads for every fucking major group, and they're pointed at each other. Our children, that are in the little play schools, they're bringing AR-15s and murdering each other, often. We got disease, we got drought, we got famine. We have more natural disasters going down. The ship's rumbling. It's basically sinking right now. Okay. What else? Oh, and then everyone is playing captain. They all think they're you. Well, they're shitty captains. That's what this proves, is that you're a bad captain. So anytime you think, I need to do this or I want to do this, no one fucking knows what they really want. But he does. He knows exactly what you want. And I guess what I wanted was to be A, the son of God, B, kicking it in the fucking Al Capone suite at the Arlington Hotel, and C, to save the fucking world in a positive way. Now, again, I'm either fucking a lunatic or I'm right. But what I will say is on May 21st of this year, that represents 7 years to the fucking day from a false prophecy or a false prediction that the world would have ended or would end back in May 21st of 2011 to the day. And what clicked for me is that little movie that I made. I was going to submit to the Cannes Film Festival, and if it won, the final day was on May 20th. The next day I was going to put it online. That's May 21st. 7 years to the fucking day. So I'm in the cloud. The movie that I'll post at some point, we're on the white pony. And anyone who believes this is going to fucking upload their videos and meet me in the cloud forever. Jesus ain't coming back, but the heavyweight's in the fucking house. Now, what's cool is if you're sick, poor, imprisoned, whatever, you're going to like this because you don't have anything to lose and you have everything to gain, because he's going to give you heaven on earth for real. But if you have money and you have power, this is going to freak you out, and I get why. But trust me, no one with money and power is happy. Presidents aren't happy. I've been to luxury hotels in the French Riviera. All the poor people are staring at these rich people saying, oh my God, I hope I have money. I'll tell you, as one of the guys who's inside of the rich circle, everyone's fucking miserable. Like all of them. Well, and even if they think they're happy, they still know that they're going to die, and they don't truly know that God exists. So this is a one-time reset that we all get. One shot. And it doesn't matter. You may be like, I'm a prisoner. How am I going to get... You're good, man. All prisoners are going to get released. Now, don't let that freak you out, because I've talked to former prisoners, and they say they're probably more likely to confess everything and believe in this than someone with a Lamborghini. And it's true. You may say, well, I'm in the military. If we all get this one reset and we start sort of, we submit to God. We don't need nuclear weapons. We don't need militaries. What am I going to do? I make $400,000 don't worry. We're gonna unwind all these negative fucking habits that we have, and we're gonna let him start running the fucking show. And I'm telling you, he is fucking hilarious. He's the number one screenwriter in the universe because he created it all. This is his 6,000-year masterpiece, and it's a love letter to his wife. The whole Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and I'm not trying to get fucking religious at all. The Holy Spirit, that's his fucking wife. Whatever he did, he fucked something up with her, or maybe he just wanted to show her how much he loves her. But this is his love letter to her. Kind of like, because we're made in his image, the movie I made for the love of my life. So anyway, I didn't want to throw too much at you guys, but just know we have until May 21. Just take your time. Think about the things that bother you. You're going to feel a lot better. Upload it. And if you're like, well, what if I get arrested? We're going to flood the legal system with all of these. There's not enough judges in the world to ever hash through 7.2 billion confessions. And I don't want to lose anyone on this. There is one person who's going to balk. We're taking bets in heaven, honestly, about who, whether he's going to actually submit or not. I don't think he is. But at the end of this, I'll reveal who the Antichrist is. Okay? So in the meantime, just start getting your videos ready. Upload them to YouTube. Just do this. Say it's the rapture of John Henry Smith, or the rapture of, Mary, whatever. You don't have a middle name, Mary Jones or something like that. But this is a pretty important thing to do. If you see this video, share it with people. You can humiliate me, laugh at me, whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't give a shit, but this is important that at least everyone gets a shot to decide whether they want to believe or not. And what else? Oh, yeah. And because I only speak English, if you are a native English speaker who speaks a second language or vice versa, you're going to need to translate this to your friends. Anyone in the news, show up, come to the Arlington. We're going to talk. If you're a filmmaker, you want to record some shit, I wouldn't suggest everyone flocking here. What I would suggest is get your videos up, and then what you can do is you can actually start to see how God communicates with us. And it's really simple. It's very cool, and I'm going to tell you how in a little while. But I think 21 minutes or 22 minutes worth of this is probably enough. So there's my rapture. I'm kicking it off, taking one for the team, and let's see if we can get every fucking human being on this planet to upload his or hers. If you don't have a phone, it's okay. Just ask someone on the street. It'll be a good deed. Trust me, he digs when we help each other. That's the whole point. And once you do it, if you want to start to really, communicate with him directly, you want to keep an eye out for these little things called coincidences, because that's how he communicates with us. So that's what I got. Again, I hope I'm wrong, but I ain't fucking wrong, because he's the real deal. Okay? I'll see you guys around. Good luck with your decisions.